welcome to Town Council Special Meeting, September 4th, 2025, Cape Charles Civic Center. Can I get a roll call, please?
Newman present.
Holloway present.
Buckles present.
Buda present.
Grossman present.
Ashworth present.
Let it be known, we've established a quorum. If we could all please rise for a moment of silence and pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, we will start off this evening with public comments. 3 minutes per speaker pertaining to new business.
Nobody has signed up.
Okay, do we have any write-ins?
Nothing submitted in writing.
All right. New business, contract award of Harbor Boardwalk Reconstruction Phase 2. Like it's on.
It's not on?
Oh, it is?
It's on?
Okay.
Okay.
They said it was.
Okay, I'll talk loudly. All right, so this is a pretty simple one. You're probably aware that last fiscal year, you funded the first phase of the Harbor Boardwalk reconstruction. This is the wooden boardwalk between the bathhouse and wrapper around the shanty where the floating docks are. That was the most challenging. It was a mess under there. We had to rebuild some railing too. It wound up to be 139 linear feet. That was completed right before the season started in late spring. In this year's budget, there's $129,000 to do the second phase. That would take it from the bathhouse, where it ends now, all the way to the western end, right beyond the shanty. That's 380 linear feet. So we put an IFB out, and we got 4 bids back, and the low bid was $120,000. And that was consistent with the pricing that we achieved on the first phase. So that was a good thing. And the company is Carolina Marine Structures. They're well regarded. They do a lot of work for Virginia Beach and Norfolk, usually much larger projects than this. So we're recommending that you authorize the town manager to award the contract to Carolina Marine Structures and keep contingency reserve at $9,000. That's the balance of the budgeted amount in case we find additional damage as this thing is rebuilt.
You remember what year that was built?
Wow.
Was it like
It was built
10?
around that, about the same time as the floating docks were built. So, yeah, it's been there probably 15 years,
So it should give you an idea of the current cost.
between 10 and 15 years.
What's the product that they did,
The product?
that they're putting down?
Oh, yeah, same product that we used the last time, so exactly the same. I doubt very much whether the original construction was the proper grade of pressure-treated lumber. We've specified ground contact pressure-treated lumber here and all stainless steel fasteners. So it's really rotted away badly. And unfortunately, we had some incidents early on in the season where a portion collapsed, and the harbor maintenance people had to rip it up and rebuild it. So we're just kind of chasing our tails until we get this thing rebuilt.
Bob, have they given you any indication as when they would start and how long it would take?
Yeah, they can start within a month after contract award, just after they get the materials in. The first phase for 139 feet, that took less than a month. This is a bigger outfit. I'm guessing it's going to be a month, 2 months tops.
Okay.
So
because
well
we have-
before the season.
We have,
Yeah.
but we also have Sailfest,
Oh no, this will be
June. That's
done before Festive Friday is really soon.
that's great.
Oh, that's good news.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other questions?
Anybody else? If not, can I get a motion?
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion that we authorize town manager to award the contract to Carolina Marine Structures in the amount of $120,000 with a contingency of $9,000 should further discovery of issues occur.
Second.
Any other discussion? If not, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, being unanimous, that is moved. All right. Mr. Town Manager.
So our next phase that we're going to go into, just work session, he is running late, so I just got a text. He should be here by 6:15-ish.
You gotta fill some space.
So we got to fill some space
All
out.
right. What do you have on your agenda there? sir?
Sing and dance?
Play some of the old hits.
I can go through my stuff.
Go right ahead.
Do
Let's
that.
do it. Let's get it out
I
of
mean, I know how
the way.
much you love at the end for me to do this, to make the meetings
We're at
longer.
the end right now.
Yes, this is the end for this meeting.
We're much more clear-headed.
So first, I want to say thank you for all who come tonight. It always is great to see the public participate in these kind of meetings and to listen and to add comments and so forth. So thank you all for coming. You've seen my weekly report. Does anyone have any questions? I'll start there. Oh, come on. It's been hours.
It's too thorough.
It's like 17 pages long.
Exactly.
Well, I think it's going to be a little bit longer next time. I think I want to do an extensive project for what we're doing in Public Works so that the public is aware of where we are on these projects that we've been working on all year. So stay tuned for that one.
Can you add, also with that, updates on demolition by neglect? That, we were supposed to get that a meeting or two ago, and the meeting went long, and so we never got.
Okay.
I think
All
we're
right.
doing that at the September meeting.
Oh, okay.
I think Katie's getting that prepared.
That's what I put. It'll be on the next meeting schedule. So I guess I want to read you an email that I got that was, it was eye-opening. And I think I wanted to hear it. I need you guys to hear it. I am not embarrassed by it, nor do I want my staff to be frustrated, but I view this as an opportunity and for us to work out solutions. And also maybe it could be, not only an opportunity, but it could be an awesome opportunity to show accountability of how we're going to get it done. So, this person is Dave Gomer, and he wrote in a concern and sent it directly to me. So it says, "Welcome!" ! And then it changes. So I was like, it was great. It made me feel really special. And then it gets into then that's it. I've been walking the beachfront with my dog every morning for years, and while I love this daily routine, I've increasingly noticed how neglected the area has become. While I'm not someone who typically complains, the lack of attention of what is arguably our town's focal point has become impossible to ignore. It makes me question whether Public Works has adequate oversight, direction, or supervision. Yes, there is a director who may be in charge, but the state of things suggests a serious lack of organization and care. Let me paint a picture of the issues I see regularly. Broken stand-up paddleboards and chairs left near the trash cans for weeks. Blocks of concrete and debris in the surf. Hazardous conditions on Love, the fishing pier, including broken, splintered boards and exposed screws that can injure someone's feet. Sand-covered streets and steps, creating safety hazards for residents and visitors alike. Empty dog waste bag dispensers. Unrepaired holes in the concrete boardwalk that have gone untouched for over 6 months. There are just a few examples, but they illustrate a pattern of neglect that is both frustrating and disheartening. I lived in Cape Charles for 24 years, raised 2 wonderful kids, and I've watched the town evolve over time. I was deeply involved in real estate on the shore, and I've always cared about this community. However, I've reached a point where my morning walks, once a source of joy, are now leaving me frustrated and questioning the direction of our town's maintenance efforts. Public Works seems to have plenty of expensive equipment at its disposal, but I wonder if there's a clear plan or any accountability for its use. As a business owner myself, I'd wager there's no organized list of projects or daily tasks guiding their operations. Instead, it feels like disjointed, pick-up football game in the park approach. Hardly what one would expect from town department responsible for such an important asset. I recently saw a roll-off which indicates they plan to clean the beach soon, but honestly, this feels like futile exercise. The last time they cleaned the beach, the machine mostly collected sand and seaweed, very little trash, because there isn't much trash left on the beach to begin with. Before the town spends time and money on proposed redesigns or reimagined versions of the beachfront, I strongly urge you to focus on resolving these long-standing maintenance issues. Improving the existing infrastructure and addressing safety concerns should be first priority. Without fixing the basis, any new projects will only serve as a shiny veneer masking deeper problems. I urge you, the town council and the mayor, to take a walk along the beachfront in the morning and ask yourself some questions. Do I feel safe walking on the boardwalk, stairs, or concrete areas? Would I want my grandmother or my children navigating these conditions? Is this the image we want to present to visitors and residents alike? One moment I'll never forget was seeing two parents carry and push their legless son in a wheelchair through the sand piled up on the dune boardwalk crossing so that he could see one of our beautiful sunsets. It was heartbreaking. I apologized to them, feeling ashamed that they had to endure such a struggle. Similarly, I've seen mothers trying to push strollers through the sand-covered boardwalk, another unnecessary challenge caused by poor maintenance. Public Works seems capable of emptying the trash cans on a regular basis, but beyond that, I wonder, can they truly address the bigger issues? I hope you'll consider these observations seriously and join me in advocating for meaningful improvements. Our beachfront deserves better, and so do the residents and visitors who cherish it. So I responded and said, I appreciate your time to write this. I felt your heart in it, and I will take you on your offer, and any council member that wants to walk with me. I did do a brief walk myself today and took inventory of our fishing pier and the landing that's off of Tazewell. And there's a lot of broken boards. Mm-hmm. I was really disappointed. I was kind of horrified of what I saw. I took pictures and video. I called a meeting immediately with Public Works, those who are in charge right now. I gave them an action list to start immediately address. I mean, these are just boards. We can replace them. Go get 15, 20 boards. We can fix those right now. There's no reason for us to contract. We can get it done. A lot of the boards just don't have screws in them. They're just, you walk and they bounce. There's even a place at the very end where it looks like it's about to fall in and someone could just fall right over. Mm-hmm. So these are simple things. I've also went back to my office and created a list with action points of how we can address every one of these things. I sent it to Ralph. Ralph and I will discuss this when he gets back next week. But I've got plans in play that we're going to go ahead and move and get these things done ASAP. There's no reason for us to kick the can. This is a simple thing. So,
there's also other spots throughout town.
Yeah,
not just that.
I am opening up. If I know Clayton is going to go around with me. If there's other things that you need me to say, I'm willing to do that. So is Rick here yet?
One of the things, and Andy and I brought this up several years during budget season, is to evaluate our public works staff and the utilization of them. And do we have the right people in the right spots? Do we need someone that's designated to beach management? We've talked about that quite a while, and we've all been in support of budgetarily doing that, but never really seemed to get to the place if that's needed. And I met with Mr. Gomer, and I was glad that he followed up with you because I told him that you would be receptive to hearing those things and to be honest and to do that. I think along those lines, you know, one of the things I see people working hard, but when we look at the concerts in the park, and we have 2 staff on every night, and I walk around on the other side of the park, and there's overfull cast trash cans, 2 of them
Right.
not being changed, and people just laying trash down. And Central Park crew works so hard to pick up and clean up afterwards. We just need to make sure we're utilizing the staff that we have well.
Right.
And giving them direction on what are the expectations of that.
So I'm tracking the issues, and I've created spreadsheets for us to start working on action lists with them. This is ready for next week for me and Ralph to talk through. Again, I view this as an opportunity. It's a great way to show our public what we're gonna do. Yes, during the summer, we were very busy. Thanks, hey, Ricky. That we were busy, and now things are slowing down, so it's perfect timing for us to reshift right now and kind of show the public that we're gonna switch gears and tackle some of these long-standing problems.
And, I want to thank Claudette and Susan for the work they've done on this building. Whether it's sweeping off, pulling off vines, we dug a mound of stuff.
I think I guilted you into it.
I was mowing my lawn, she started working.
He was
and-
mowing his lawn, and the next thing I know, he's pulling the vines with me. Those vines were just,
Takes a village, you know?
Right,
You see
So,
somebody, you jump in.
We need to maintain the facilities that we have.
Yeah.
If we, as Tammy said, we need more people, we need more people.
Yeah.
I mean, we've repeatedly, not repeatedly, because it's my first go-round, but, I mean, I think we all asked, like, are we funded? Are we fully staffed? And like,
5 years in a row.
if this is fully staffed, then we're not fully staffed.
No, we're not.
I mean,
Problems
and
can
there's,
also happen.
Yeah,
When we do finally get around to doing something.
and this is not about throwing anybody under the bus, because I know those guys work their tails off, but I just feel like there's no, and I wrote an extensive email that I shared with council and John Hosey before you arrived, and you've seen it since, but there is so much low-hanging fruit in terms of just taking care of what we already have that is just no-brainer stuff. And if you need citizen involvement to make that happen, I know Claudette has made efforts, I'm willing, I've drafted a whole plan with a materials list of what needs to happen to just put some lipstick on the Civic Center. There are just too many embarrassments that have been allowed to happen for too long, and it's time to put a stop to that. And they're not all ours. I mean, it's even the post office. It's like, if you look at our mailboxes in this town compared to the mailbox in front of the post office in Sheraton or Exmoor, I mean, and there is a process. If you go online, you request, hey, our mailbox is not reflective of the quality of service that you're trying to provide, and they will start that. And it's just about starting some processes, and again, it's not about throwing people under the bus, but it's about putting dollars where we need them, mobilizing support and involvement where we can. But yeah, it's time to do some stuff. I mean, I wanted to say so when Bob was presenting us with just a little flippant $120,000 contract that we're ready to fix some things at the town docks. I mean, like, where are those dollars for just other things? And I think we have those dollars.
We
So
do
it's just
have
about political will
Right.
and about us committing and putting it on our radar. And I'm so glad Dave wrote that letter instead of talking to me on my porch as he's
Yes.
done for the last 6 months.
Yes, exactly.
Every morning at 6:15 about that. I'm like, dude, write a letter, because I'm trying to, but
Yeah.
it needs to come from multiple places in order to make some things roll. So
One of the,
I'm all for it.
Dave's kids grew up, they were friends with my kids, so they were over my house all the time. He talked to me and told him the exact same thing. I need you to write the town manager so he can hear it from the citizens. I can go out there. I've done it with the gazebo a couple of years ago. I took a bunch of pictures of it, because of the skateboard and they're tearing it up. It's like, can we get this fixed?
Yeah.
Well, I took pictures today of the gazebo, and it's in bad condition.
I mean, it's our logo.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
our thing that we
And
pride
I met
ourselves.
John today.
no, you're talking pavilion or
And-
gazebo, we need to get that.
Park.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The pavilion.
Pavilion.
But, okay. I'm
Thank
talking
you,
about
Bob.
that.
I've been trying to get it back in that direction, but it just went.
It seems as though we want to take things that need to be fixed and we say, well, it's at least historically that, oh, well, that's gonna get covered in the beachfront master
Yes,
plan. Or we're
exactly.
gonna have bathrooms when we redo the this or
Yes.
that. And it's, these things are really long-term plans.
Yes.
And we can't just let
Right.
status quo
Yeah.
deteriorate while we make those long-term plans
Yes.
come to fruition. And I think that's where we talk about, if we need to put money into that, those issues now, let's do that, or at least in December, January, and give it the manpower and the finances behind it to get these things fixed, so that we're not watching it fall apart while we're waiting for some big grand plan to happen
Yes.
out in the future.
That's the biggest thing I got, Tara, as well, from Dave's comments, that we're working on big plans, which are important, but where are our regular maintenance budgets within our budget for this to happen, that there's no question. You know, there shouldn't be any question, just go out and buy the wood, you know, that's a priority and get it fixed.
It's
It
just
shouldn't be
That
a,
doesn't need our vote.
no, at
No.
all.
Right.
No,
I
I'm not
think-
asking for a
yeah.
vote. I'm just giving you an update, letting you be aware of it, letting the community be aware of it. It will be in next week's weekly report, but this is a big thing that should be public, that we're a family, we're gonna solve our problem together.
But back to this building as well, that we should be doing a lot more than just relying on the community ad hoc to clean it up, because it is a disgrace. It's ready for Halloween out there.
Oh, this was listed.
And while you're making lists, maybe a few more trash cans along Mason Avenue, especially in the Brown Dog area. That would help avoid more trash going down the library book return, I think.
Well, I think our issue is that they're not getting changed as frequently. And Rick and I talked about this, about bathroom maintenance and our regular cycle, and the same thing with trash. It's like there's 2 times a day that they're done, and that's it. Well, sometimes we need them 4 times a
And
day.
they're also getting moved sometimes, just to throw it out.
Yes,
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
is.
I mean, I was with our kids going down to Brown Dog over the weekend, and there wasn't a trash can, you know, for
I
quite a
know.
distance.
I don't know what's the need to
I think they need to be
move them?
screwed down.
What's
Because
the-
right now they're moved. I mean, I've gone to work and there'll be 2 sitting right outside my office.
Yeah.
And there's no need for them where
What do you think the excitement is about moving trash cans? What's that about? I don't get that.
Maybe they're trying to say
something. Trash cans. So anyway, moving on, now that Ricky's here, let's go ahead and, are there any other comments?
This is a work session, right? We wouldn't need to close out this.
No, I know, I said, is there any other comments from council? Because that's where we are now. So if anybody else has anything to say, we'll go there, and then I'll make my comments and we'll close it out.
I have other things, but we can wait till later. It's not urgent.
Anybody? All right, I've got nothing either. So can I get a motion for adjournment?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Very good.